Good day everyone. Today I will be explaining the Au-Pau diagram for californium, which has atomic number of 98. Using the Au-Pau principle, we will fill the orbitals starting from the lowest energy level to the highest. The complete electron configuration of californium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10, 5p6, x I6, 6s2, 4f14, 5d10, 6p6, 7s2, and 5f10. To make it shorter, we can use the normal gas notation since californium comes after radon. We write 510, 5f10, and 7s2. This shows that after the radon core, the electron fill the 5f and 7s orbitals. Each represents the placement of its outermost electrons. Thank you. Morning, so this is the orbital diagram. I'll rather write it. So let's start. 3 orbitals, 1 orbital, and 3 orbital, 1 orbital, 5 orbital, and 3 orbital, 1 orbital, 5 orbital diagram, and 3 orbital diagram, 1 orbital diagram, 5 orbital diagram, 3 orbital, 5 orbital. Seven and 7 orbital diagram. When making an orbital diagram, we should always remember the rule hands before we all put the electrons on the box.
Good day everyone. Today I will be explain how I get my answer to my Bohr-Rutherford diagram. Bohr-Rutherford diagram of the element californium, which has an atomic number of 98. That means it contains 98 protons in its nucleus. The most common isotopes, californium 251 has 153 neutrons. Nucleus has both protons and neutrons tightly packed together. So the nucleus has both protons and neutrons tightly packed together. Nucleus. There are 98 electrons arranged in 7 energy levels or shells. Electron distribution is 2, 8, 18, 32, 28, 8, and 2. Means 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 in the second shell, 18 in the third shell, 32 in the fourth shell, 28 in the fifth shell, 8 in the sixth shell, 2 in the 7 shell. Meant follow the Bohr model, where electrons revolve around the nucleus in fixed shells or orbits. It also followed the Rutherford model, which show a dense, positively charged nucleus at the center. California is a radioactive metal in the actinide series, and it was discovered in 1950 at the University of California. It's mainly used in nuclear reactors and as a neutron source in scientific research. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.